Hey, what's going on? I didn't know you were here. I mean, I sometimes do. I just have it in a minute. Where, I need it. I ain't using it. I don't think I need it. Holy shit. That's why I should have on the table. I don't fucking know. 5 by 8. 6007. Six O's. Ah. All right, 5, 8. Six, seven. How's your my God? Fucking hell. All right. It's 5 by 8 bag and 14 by 4 white man. Okay. All right, let me grab 5, so one piece of each. think so. Yeah. Assembly agitator shaft, ball bearing, planetary seal, O-ring, retaining cap, retaining ring, white mailer. Let me look at some of those. Yeah, dude. 26R10. Yeah, it's just R10. It's on the bottom level. I'm finna go get it. 26R10. It's just a boost. R10. I don't see no motherfucking boxes here. Rivet button, assembly clamp, security seal kit. Security seal kit. Let's see that shit. Let's see what's over here. Maybe they roll it out. So I doubt it. Hey, Brandon, do you know where the 14 by 4 by 4 white mailer boxes are? it said on the paperwork that it was a 26R10. And I went there. There's no motherfucking boxes there. Wait, no. You mean the size of the box?
Yeah.
14 by 4 by 4.
By 4?
Do it matter that it's a white mailer box? Because I thought typically we kept them inside, but they was like, they don't have 14s in here. Well, that's why she was like, look on the paperwork, see where it's saying. I'm like, oh, okay, you're right.
It said 26 what?
R10.
They was over there.
Son of a bitch. Somebody done moved them.
They probably like this big.
Yeah, they're not very big at all.
Yeah. Let me go.
I wish I knew who else was like using them or needed that in life.
Bro, cause I don't know, man. Shit going on, huh?
Yeah. 14. Okay, yeah. I'll be over here by the whips. All right. Oh shit, I guess I could have got the 5x8. Yeah, I could have did that. Let me do that. Hang out. Where? Hang out.
We had hot routines, way down the home, 17. You have to settle for something bigger.
Alright. I ain't even clock into this. 07605. Let's go clock into it. Snarpy? How do you get away with wearing your shirt at work? They don't care. That's how. They didn't care. Oh, fuck, I forgot the damn number already. Oh, 76050. This yours. This blade assembly. You don't need it. Okay. You need what I tell you need. Only day they eat. Why is it a 5x8? Barely fucking fit in. Stop. Okay, fuck shit. Fuck that song. Did you find it? That was God. Would you rather be known as a racist or a wife beater? Mm. Wife beater? I don't fucking know, dude. Wife beater. For sure. Now that I think about it. I think. What a weird question. Should have just brought this shit over here. I'm not 100% sure what they're talking about. What's up, Sanity with Jesse Meyer? Memories, me in color, towel, earphones. Jam and put my hand through the wood shoot thing, yeah. Yet didn't break my hand. What? Did some scrolling. Good God. Couple people fishing, bunch of people driving, and maggots spewing bullshit. Coffee, please work. I need to hit the garden, make pickles and sauce. What the actual hell is going on? You ever heard of crack dust from Botswana? Crack dust? I can't do shit to everybody these boxes. I guess I can get a bigger box. is nuts. Yeah, it is. Crack dust. I can't get over that. Crack dust. Crack dust. Crack dust. Where them 17s at? Excuse me. Where are those 17s at? $17 by 3. God damn. Fuck that song. Fuck, let me try it first. I'll tell them never, man. 4x4. Dang it. What up, Tommy? Good morning, Dade. Hope your day is going cool, brother. Thanks, Cody. Waiting on me boxing. Wait, I'm gonna try the 17. Okay, place this in here with this. work with a fucking Trump supporter. People fucking drive me fucking nuts. Fucking dumbass fucking liberals. Hey, Brandon. Hey, you ain't gotta find those boxes, man. I got some other ones. Yeah. Thank you. I'm watching you work. Continue with the joke, Reaper. Hey, no smoking, y'all. I have a story. Oh, Lord. Carolyn with a story. We got some Phil. Yo, man, fuck it. Let's get some new ones. Oh, Michael Keaton? Yeah. Oh, absolutely. He was the best Batman. And anybody could have played, he would decide Michael Keaton would have been Johnny Depp. I wouldn't want anybody else to be Beetlejuice, and I love Johnny Depp. Wait, oh geez. Dude, like, Alec Baldwin. That motherfucker can't do it. He's shooting people on set and carrying on. Jump in the line. Have you seen Take Me to Prison Now? I love you, brother. That face says everything I need to know, mate. keep your chin up, man. Have a good one. I've seen the original The Crow a long time ago. I haven't. Morning from Southern California. I'm at work, too. Milking a break. Hope you're having a good day, brother. Thanks, man. Yeah. Um, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 10:30, 11:30, 11:30, 12. So, like 8.5 hours. But not today. Today's voluntary. Today's voluntary. I don't have to be here. You blows. What going on? 076 050 Tree 11. All parts accounted for. 5. Used 17 by 3 by 3 boxes instead of the 14 by 4 by 4 boxes as they were unavailable. Yeah, unavailable. Dade Murphy. Today's date. What's today's date? I'm splendid, motherfucker. They won't let me touch the Bibles. They spontaneously combust in my hand. The 7th. 7th September. Mm-hmm. I was wondering where everybody went. You've been on break since you got here. Plant 13 on label. I heard that they found him like innocent. Yeah, to my knowledge. Right. They just, I mean, it was the armorer's fault, in my opinion. For me, that's like if I come to work and one of these saws are faulty, and then I end up cutting someone or some shit, and then it's like you blame me. It's like, motherfucker, you knew this faulty. I'm not supposed to check this shit. Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe this is a bad example, but still, it's like that's your job, man. I ain't supposed to backtrack you. Like that's your spot. I got my own job. I gotta remember lines and shit. All you gotta do is check the gun. Don't make me suplex you, bro. Dade stiff call. Pen and fronts. That put on big pay for my master work and made no money. And what are you talking about? Good Lord, Terrelyn. Fucking psycho. Maybe I'm the one. Maybe I'm the one who is a schizophrenic psycho. Yeah. I'm acting like a jerk right now. Maybe I'm the one who is a schizophrenic psycho. Yeah.
Right, they was trying to steer him, and now they want to see him. That would freak me out. Right, I'm like, yep, I'm done. Yeah, I can keep the house.
Maybe I'm the one. Maybe I'm the one. guy's job's kind of adorable. It's like a black keyboard out working hard in his workshop. Are so.
Like, he does that little kid thing where you're talking to somebody and he likes to put himself in the conversation. Like, don't find something to do. Like, I know
Fucker.
you're boring, but don't come in here and add your 2 cents. Yeah.
I stayed over one day, and I took my job out there and back. He said, "What are you doing here?" I said, "Working. What are you doing here?" He said, "When you're the boss, you have to stay."
You're not a boss. Cut it out.
Damn.
Cody's here. What do you think, Cody? Yeah. I was up there to get my job and he put on there.
Damn. Yeah, I ain't had that much to do. I'll see y'all Monday. All right. Phantom fireworks. Damn, I left my Black Lives Matter hat in there. Use do housing. Nah, dog. I'm in manufacturing. This ain't really the company I work for. That's technically the business that I walked through to get outside. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the CNC department. But no, I don't do housing. I was gonna say they all really look alike. I thought he was in my old job. It's amazing how similar factories look. Like if you work in manufacturing, the place inside probably looks the same. Nearly everywhere you go. Gray, hard ass floors, black and yellow, black and or yellow, ticker tape every fucking where on the ground to mark certain shit. Forklifts, beeping, you know. I mean, they're all practically the same shelving and shit, you know what I mean? Unless it's something like Amazon or something. That's a little different, you know, because I used to work at Chewy in their shipping warehouse or whatever, and I used to have to pick the dog food or whatever the fuck they ordered, you know. And that warehouse is much larger than the warehouse I work in, you know what I mean? But I have to walk everywhere in my warehouse. At least when I work for Chewy, you have like a little, it looked like a Segway with a cart that you tow on it attached so that you could put all them big dumbass bags of dog food in them and shit. Kind of like them ones you see at like Kroger or some shit, or like Walmart when they're doing like that OGP shit. How they got that big cart with the blue buckets and shit on it. It's sort of like that, only instead of the buckets going down, they kind of go across, you know, and then you pull that whole thing, this big dumbass fucking trailer on the back of your fucking scooter, which is essentially what it is, you know. But that was Chewy, man. Fuck Chewy, bro. I'll never fuck with Chewy. Well, at least not where I worked at. Like Chewy as a company, I guess I don't necessarily have anything wrong with it. Like I don't have anything against Chewy as a company. Just that particular one that I worked at who fired me on fucking Veterans Day, and I'm a veteran. And I didn't even do anything that deserved, that warranted me being fired. They had a banner that they were putting together for Veterans Day, and they wanted people to sign it and shit, right? Me, being a veteran, signs it, of course, but then I put on there, you know, to check out my TikTok channel, you know, so I just kind of wrote my TikTok handle. These motherfuckers were livid about that. They pulled me off the floor. Like You know what I'm saying? I've been like I was done picking, and then now I went to like ship it like to the boxing. So I'm like having to throw the shit up on the conveyor belt so motherfuckers can box it, stuff it with the shit, and get it going. You know, I'm on the line. These motherfuckers come and get me, like come to the office and shit. I'm like, okay, like I'm like, what the fuck is this about? I get there, these motherfuckers grill me about what I signed on the fucking. I'm like, y'all realize I'm a veteran, right? Like, what the fuck? Like, this is a banner you're putting together to thank the veterans for their service, right? I'm a veteran. You could just thank me. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I did was take that little bit of an opportunity to do a little self-promotion. So they got upset about that. And I'm like, what the? This is the definition of virtue signaling, okay? You put your little fucking banner up to make it seem like you give a shit about the veterans, but when an actual veteran is standing before you, you fire that motherfucker. And this is how they did it. They was like, oh, well, you want to direct your TikTok channel? They was so fucking mad. Like, you wouldn't believe. I could not believe that there was this much angst, this much ire towards me. Like, this much, like, I couldn't fucking believe it. I'm like, I didn't even write, like, check out my fucking channel or some shit. I just said, Dade Murphy at TikTok, some shit like that. That's all it was. Like, and these motherfuckers is livid. So he's like, so let's go check out your channel then. So they go to my TikTok channel and see I be blowing all the time. Like, I don't be giving a fuck. So they see I'm smoking weed in my videos and shit. And since they can't necessarily prove that what I'm smoking is weed and that it only suggests that that's what I'm doing, so they were like, well, that's enough to give you a piss test. So if you can go ahead and urinate or whatever the fuck they named it, it was like something they put in your mouth or some shit. I don't fucking know. But basically it came back positive and they fired me on the spot. I'm doing my job, working my ass off. Motherfuckers on the line love when I was on the line. But that didn't even fucking matter. I'm a veteran. That didn't fucking matter. It's not like I was fucking up. It's not like I disrespected anyone. I simply took the small opportunity to do a little self-promotion, you know what I mean, on a banner that you guys are putting together to show that you give a shit about veterans. And yet, here you have a veteran who didn't really do anything egregious. And you did some fishing to find a reason to fire a veteran on Veterans Day. Because he wrote, check out my TikTok channel on a banner that you guys were putting together in light of Veterans Day. Like, that just shows you, like, this is just talk. It's just fucking talk. It's just a show. You have a banner up, so anyone who comes in will see, oh, look at that. They went to the effort of putting up a banner. They must really give a shit about the veterans. Get the fuck out of here. It's just virtue signaling. So now they get the benefit of looking like a company who gives a shit about veterans. Meanwhile, firing veterans for the piddliest of stupidest of fucking reasons on Veterans Day. Bullshit. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bruh. Get the fuck out of here. Same thing with like meritocracy. Motherfuckers are like, meritocracy is real. You just work hard, play by the rules, and play, you know, and then you'll get ahead. It's like, no, the fuck you won't. That's not how the fuck it works. Like, here's another example. When I worked at Walmart, I was in the OGP department because I love doing OGP. Like, I was excellent at it. I am blowing the pick numbers out the water. Like, every hour you had to have so many, a certain number of picks minimum. I'm like 3-4 times over that number. I'm killing it. Not only am I picking the items accurately and quickly, but I'm also bagging them in a way that makes the most sense, considering that I'm going to have to transfer the shit from the cart to maybe another container, and then to that container to the person's car, and then from the car to that person's house. That's a lot of moving these bags around. You know what I mean? So I would bag it in such a way that heavy items with the heavy items, the clunkier with the clunky ones, the dainty, soft, you know, bread and glass separate. And then I would double bag them and then maybe even tie it. Wouldn't knot it though, because I know a lot of people like to reuse the bags for whatever other reason. But if you tie a knot in it, most people will just tear the fucking bag and now they don't get a second use out of it. So I even had that in mind. I'm killing it. Killing it. They're getting the numbers that they're getting out of me. Got like the district manager, like, what the fuck is this guy doing that he's killing the numbers? Killing it. They pulled us all into the office. The store manager is looking at my numbers and he's just like, so maybe like we could all see what he's doing and maybe find a way to incorporate that, you know? And it's like, yeah, so I'm setting the fucking standard. Okay. Did they give me a raise? Did they give me any extra money? No. He's like, oh, you want a raise? You want more money? We don't give a shit that you're killing it here, that your numbers are better than every other person who works in OGP at this store. You're killing it. But that's not enough to warrant giving you any more money. If you want more money, take a management position, a position for which you may not be qualified. But if you want that money, that's what you got to do. And then you take the position for which you weren't qualified, but since you needed the money, you took it. And then you start to your performance is poor. Like maybe you aren't keeping motherfuckers in line or whatever your management job is. But it's like, but that's not the job that you excelled at. You excelled at the other job. So why not just pay that person who's killing it more money so they can continue killing it? And then if you keep doing that, you'll have people in every department who want to be in those departments. Okay. Because they're excellent at it. They're good at it and they want to stay doing it. So maybe just compensate them more. But that's not the way capitalists think. They're like, no. I don't give a shit if you're barely hitting the numbers or if you're beating the region's numbers. Doesn't fucking matter. You could be the shittest employee doing this job, or you can be the best. Either way, this position pays X amount of dollars. So if you want more than X amount of dollars, take a higher position. You see how ridiculous that is? So let's take that hypothetical all the way to its, and you know, let's take it to absurdum, okay? Let's assume everyone at the lower level takes my advice or, you know, takes my example and everyone's killing it. Everyone's numbers are incredible. You know what I mean? Like by all measurements, by whatever metrics you want to measure a motherfucker's productivity by, they're killing it. So what are they all supposed to do? All become managers now? Now you have no one working at the lower levels. Everyone's a manager. So if everyone's a manager, no one's a manager because someone has to still do the lower level jobs. That doesn't make any sense. That's what I'm saying. Like, what? So you mean to tell me if everyone who kills it at their job, the only way to make more money is to take a higher position? Again, for one, they may not be qualified just to get more money. And now they have to take a position that they didn't want, aren't qualified for, and are probably going to suck at and aren't going to have the same level of, you know, looking forward to coming to work or none of that shit because they have to do something they don't want to fucking do, or they probably aren't even good at and therefore didn't want to do it. This is a job that plays on their weaknesses as opposed to their strengths. You know what I mean? So that's just ridiculous. That shows you meritocracy means nothing. I have an even better example. When I left that Walmart, I went to another Walmart in a more affluent part of town, mostly white folks. Day one, I had went and did my picks, came back, left my cart, got a new cart to go do another pick round. I come back from the second round. They had used my first cart as an example for everyone else. Like at first they didn't even know who it was that did it. They were like, who picked this cart? You know, and then someone was like, oh, I think it was the new guy or whatever. And then they left it there and was like, this is textbook how it should look. Like everyone's cart should look like this. Day one, I'm already setting the standard. One of the other like lower level managers under the OGP department, he comes to me and he's like, bro, you are single-handedly keeping our store with, you know, out of the red zone, out of keeping the higher level management from having to pay a visit to our store to see what the fuck's up. You know what I mean? He's like, I am single-handedly preventing that from happening. He was like, your numbers are the best in the region, not just this store, not just the region, motherfucker. He's like, your numbers are killing it. Did you think they gave me a raise? You think they gave me any more money? An award, a plaque, a pat on the back? Nothing. Nothing. You know what I mean? If you want more money, take a position for which you aren't qualified that plays on your weaknesses, as opposed to staying in the position that you're at, that you are excelling in, and just get paid more because you're killing it. And that would be more like, it's like an incentive for anyone else who's in your position who isn't killing it. And they see, oh, damn, you get paid this much to do this job? Why they pay you so much? I'm like, because I'm killing it, motherfucker. Maybe if you start killing it, they'll start paying you more. And they're like, well, shit, and let me start killing it. And that's just an incentive. It inspires people to want to do their jobs and do it better. You know what I mean? But if they see they're just going to pay whatever this position pays, it doesn't matter if you're the worst at it or the best at it, you get paid the same, then there's no incentive to do good. There's no incentive to excel at that job. You may as well just fuck off. I mean, if there's no more incentive than the guy who's just fucking off anyway, then you may as well just join them. Fuck it. Take an extra cigarette break. Who gives a shit? Like, they're not going to pay you anymore for your hard work or for your excellent. I was one of those motherfuckers when I did an aisle, when I did OGP, just for fun. Like, I didn't have, like, our orders were low. So they would be like, go and help OGP, or not OGP, go help Cap 2. Go help Cap 2 put shit on shelves and shit. You know, they got truck. Go help them. I'd help them, like, sure. You know, and sometimes they wouldn't even tell me to do it. I just go do it, you know, because I have sort of like an OCD problem somewhat. I would have every fucking item on those motherfucking shelves looking like the goddamn commercial. And everyone knew it was me because I did this every aisle I was in, no matter what department I was in. If I had shelves to straighten or to stock, I dress right because I'm military on top of having sort of OCD. So all of that dress right, dress, total line, labels to the front, everything perfectly aligned. I mean, shit, y'all seen the way anyway, killing it. So everyone knows, like, oh, this motherfucker. Anywho, so they didn't so no extra money for that, no pat on the back, no raise, no financial compensation. Just, you're doing good. Maybe you should think about being management. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm not a manager. That's not my strengths. Okay, like I'm not a manager. Not in this department, not in this, just, you know what I mean? Like maybe in some other setting, perhaps, but at Walmart, I'm not managing these motherfuckers. Get the fuck out of here. Like, either do your job or I don't give a shit. Go home. Like, what? I'm not a manager. I'm just really good at doing what I do, which is just whatever job I'm given, wherever I work at. I'm killing it. When I worked at Wendy's, was the best one. When I worked at fucking Burger King, when I worked at CVS, when I worked at Holiday Inn, when I worked at Studio 6, when I worked at fucking not Dunkin' Donuts, what's the other one? Krispy Kreme. No matter what job I do, I'm always killing it. Setting the record, breaking records, setting standards, exceeding expectations. Every job I've ever had. Killing it. Rent-A-Center, I used to work at Rent-A-Center. Killing it. I would deliver big dumbass screens, TVs by my motherfucking self. Upstairs and shit. I'm carrying couches on my shoulder, bruh. That's probably why my back's fucked up now. But regardless, I just felt like I can do it. So I don't need assistance. That way the other route manager can go do shit and not have to worry about coming to help me. You know what I mean? That's the way I'm looking at it. And plus I'm like, well, I can do it. I will do it. And I used to get praises at every job. Every job. Because I'm just a really good worker. But that never, ever, not one time, ever got me a raise. Not one time. It was always just, well, be a manager now. It's like, that's not the natural progression. Like, what do you mean? Can't everyone be managers? Some people have to be under managers to do the under management work. That's just not the solution to getting more money at your job. It's to just take a higher position. Like, well, not everyone. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we took it to its absurdity and every single person was doing excellent to the point that would warrant being promoted or at least getting a raise, but instead, every single one of them is supposed to get promoted now. It's just a store full of managers. Nobody works because everyone's a manager. And again, that couldn't be possible. So then now all the managers will be workers and therefore essentially making the term manager meaningless. Now managers just motherfuckers who work here. Like, what the fuck? So if it's not meritocracy, then it's racism. Maybe it's just because I was a black dude that I couldn't get ahead. But I didn't want to pull that card because I'm just like, nah, I don't think that's it. You know? So it has to be meritocracy is bullshit. It doesn't matter how hard you work. It doesn't matter that you don't take vacations, that you stay late and come in early and work harder than everyone else. That doesn't matter. Just doesn't matter. You want more money, take a higher position. This position pays X amount of dollars. That's the way they look at it. That's the way I don't know about all of them, but it's the way most of these companies look at it. If you want more money in your current position, then you need to take a higher position than your current position because we're not paying you anymore to do this job. We don't care how well you do this job. This is what we're paying you to do it. So if that's not enough, take a higher position. That is so stupid, but that's the way most of these companies work. Target, Walmart, fucking Amazon, they're probably all the same, dog. Like the same, operate on the same thing because they don't want to pay you. Meritocracy is bullshit. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how hard you work, how well you play the game. It's still just stacked against you. That's why I'm like, you may as well just fuck off. Like, I used to get mad at motherfuckers I'd see just fucking off at work while I'm over here killing it, setting records and shit. And this motherfucker's over here arguing with his girlfriend on shift. It's like, why the fuck is she? Why are y'all arguing? Y'all don't even work in the same department. Why is she in our department arguing with you? Or why are you in her department arguing with her instead of you two doing your jobs in your respective departments? And here I am zooming past, excuse me, so I can get shit. You know what I mean? I used to be mad at them motherfuckers. Now I envy them. Now I'm like, why wasn't I doing that? You know, why am I here busting my ass when at the end of the day, my paycheck's going to look the same as that son of a bitch who's arguing with his girlfriend for an hour. I'm like, so why am I working so hard? Why do you work so hard? What the fuck? They're not going to pay you anymore. Get the fuck out of here. Why work hard? I don't see the point. I'm one of those, and that's why I was such, you know, me being on any person's shift at any particular job I've ever had was such a coveted phenomenon. Like they just always wanted me, and that's because I was just the exemplary textbook, like the definition of it. I'm like an employer's wet dream. Like, and I'm smiling all the time. I'm polite. I'm not all like ghetto and shit. You know what I mean? So like that ease up on the tension a little bit. I'm not throwing nigger around every fucking 5 seconds. You know what I mean? I'm not sagging my pants. I articulate when I speak. I enunciate, you know. So all of that puts white folks at ease a little bit, you know. So that's why I'm like, I don't think it's racism. I just think it's straight up meritocracy is a lie. A lie. I mean, look how many old ass bitches work at fucking Walmart and been there for years. And them bitches ain't even managers. They don't own the store. They don't, you know what I mean? Like they don't have any stock in the company. They just fucking work there. 70 years old, still folding shirts in the women's department. Your old ass. Why? Why do old people have to work? That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Their managers are probably someone who's 20 and shit. Get the fuck out of here. Like, that's what I mean. Like, capitalism is bullshit, dude. Bullshit. And this neoliberal capitalism is even more egregious. And when I say neoliberal, I'm not talking about fucking Democrats. Get over yourself. Neoliberals exist amongst Democrats and Republicans. Just like, in my opinion, neoconservatives exist in both the Democratic and the Republican Party. Like, so it's not, you know, it has nothing to do with party. Neoliberalism is an ideology, you know, that's centered around like personal this and business and war and all this other carrying on. Like, get the fuck out of here, imperialism and whatnot. Neoliberalism is a fucking monster. It's a cancer. It's a stain on this society. It's the reason why we're such a fucked up country. Like, it has nothing to do with immigrants or gay people or wokeness. It has nothing to do with none of that. All of that are just mechanisms of the establishment to keep us workers at each other's throats. That's all it's about. Like, has nothing to do. I don't give a shit about an immigrant. I don't give a fuck. They don't bother me. They don't influence my money. They don't have influence to gas prices or housing or education. But you know what does? Capital. Capitalists and their neoliberal bullshit austerity policies. That's what's fucking us up. That's what's the fucking, it's not, oh, we don't have enough Jesus in society. Get the fuck out. Jesus is the reason why our society is partly the way it is. Motherfuckers just acquiesce to these notions that they can't substantiate and then wonder why society's fucked up. Because you subscribe to shit for which you have no evidence and then put all of your eggs in that basket and then wonder why all of them are cracked. But then you want to blame the basket? Like, what are we doing? Like, no, dumbass. It's not gay people. It's not the LGBTQ community. It's not trans people. It's not black people. It's not none of that. None of that is the reason for any of your economic strife. It's all neoliberal capitalist policies. And the sooner we all recognize that, perhaps we can put aside these petty grievances and unite and then finally challenge the establishment. You know what I mean? Who is really in charge? Who is the ones that are really causing our day-to-day existence to be the shit that it is? It's not poor people. It's not immigrants. It's not black people. Stop worrying about the fucking border. Get the fuck out of here. The crisis at the border is that there's fences there. The crisis at the border is that there's a wall, is that there's ICE agents. All that shit need to go. Fuck them. You motherfucking right. I'm for open borders, goddammit. Fuck it. Fuck it. What are we protecting here? Like, we stole this country anyway. We're only prosperous because of the horrors we inflict on poor nations just so we can have a little more convenience. Just so I'm able to buy cigarettes at the gas station or fucking... You know what I mean? Like, but that's all we're doing. We're just fucking up other countries, bombing the shit out of them, stealing their resources, just like we did with this country, stole it from the motherfuckers who were here, killed them off, either become Christian or you're a dead bitch. Oh, you don't want to be a Christian? Fuck you then. You know, I mean, all is nonsense. All is nonsense. And then they just keep putting in policies that just make it so that all the money trickles to the top and then talk about that's where it should be. And then we'll trickle it down to the rest of you fucks. No, you won't. You're going to keep it. You're going to invest it in more stocks. You know, you're going to buy another fucking boat, or you're going to use the money to influence some politician to legislate in a way that's favorable to you as opposed to what would be favorable to the public. But whatever. And then all these peasant brain motherfuckers like you and I'm not so much a peasant brain because I see the shit, but all these peasant brain motherfuckers cheerleading for capitalism. Like, you know what you sound like? Cheerleading for capitalism, and you're not a capitalist because you don't own shit. You are like a slave on the plantation, cheerleading for the slave owner while turning your nose up to your fellow cotton pickers. Like, look at you, you idiot. And meanwhile, you don't get any more access to the house. You don't get any more. You don't own anything. You're still out in the field with them other motherfuckers who you thumb your nose at while sucking the cock of the motherfucker that's oppressing you. And then championing the system under which you exist that allows for that oppression. Stupid. I don't see how any poor person is like, I don't fuck with socialism. Like, bitch, capitalism didn't fuck with you. Look at you. You poor, no house having, no land owning, no property having, no asset having motherfucker. But you think capitalism's where it's at. Capitalism is the reason you don't have shit with your broke ass. Capitalism is the reason you fucking worry about money every day. You know what I'm saying? And neoliberalism on top of the capitalism is the reason why you don't even have a safety net to fall back on. Like, they're trying to erode all that shit. The fucking fascist conservative right are trying to take away any safety net. Anything that you have as a baseline, they want to snatch that shit and then make you pay for it. And that's not even just the neoliberal fucking right-wing fascists. That's also the Democrats. Fuck yeah. They may say one thing. See, the Democrats are like the motherfuckers at Chewy who will put up a sign saying, you know, thank you for the troops or whatever the fuck, and then fire a troop on Veterans Day. Like, that's a Democrat for you. You know what I'm saying? A Republican would just be like, bitch, I'm not hiring you at all. Fuck you and the veterans. Like, straight to your face. Democrats would be like, no, we love veterans. And then still say, fuck you. And put, so essentially you'll be in the same position. It's just how it was, you know what I'm saying? How you approach the situation, how the situation was presented to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, either way, you're out of job. It's just the Republicans didn't fuck with you to begin with. And the Democrats found any stupid, dumbass, bullshit reason to just fire you because fuck you. On Veterans Day, and you're a veteran. Like, that's Democrats for you, bro. That's neoliberalism for you. You know what I'm saying? They just talk that shit like they give a fuck about whatever it is they talk shit about giving a fuck about, but don't actually do. Right? Every action they take speaks to the opposite of what they espouse. So at least Republicans, low key, will tell you the truth. They're like, yeah, fuck public education, fuck abortions, fuck women, fuck gay people, fuck immigrants. That's right wings for you. That's the right wing. You know what I mean? While the left is like, no, we love all those people. Meanwhile, behind the door, it's fuck those people. You know what I mean? There's two sides of the same coin is basically what I'm getting at. Like, there's effectively nothing really different between the Democrats and the Republicans in Washington. I'm not talking about the populace, okay? I'm not talking about the voters. I'm talking about in Washington, the establishment, okay? The motherfuckers, the Chuck Schumers and the Nancy Pelosi's and the fucking Mitch McConnells and the Ted Cruz's. I'm talking about the establishment. Okay, I'm talking about the establishment. I'm talking about Rachel Maddow and fucking. I'm talking about fucking Greg Gutfeld. I'm talking about fucking Tucker Carlson. I'm talking about fucking Ben Shapiro. I'm talking about fucking the entire MSNBC lineup. The whole fucking CNN lineup. A bunch of fucking establishment fucking fucks, all of them. The editor in chief at the Washington Post, well, maybe not the Washington Post so much, but definitely the New York Times. Establishment newspapers, establishment media, legacy media, all that's the establishment. Manufacturing your consent for their bullshit machinations. All in an effort to keep the rich richer and you poor. And blaming your being poor on your fellow comrades. Because you're fucking cucked. Cucked by capital. Man, what the fuck? Oh, yeah. I can't hear. I'm guessing distributor. Fuck. Hold on. Yeah, it did. My car cloudy as fuck. Sitting here hotboxing cigarettes and whatnot. Ain't see shit. Oh my God, people. Go. Yeah, I feel you on that. I am out for that knowledge, though. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I spent the better part of last night reading. I'm reading this book called Jesus Before the Gospels by Bart Ehrman. It's a really fascinating read so far. Just talking about like some of the books that existed that detailed Jesus as a child and some of the stories that circulated about how Jesus was as a child. And there's also like other shit that just didn't make it into the canon that I just find interesting. It just seems like most of this shit's made up. Like, even if Jesus did exist, like, we just don't have nothing to say for certain that he did, and even if we had something that could say he did exist, we still don't have any way to substantiate the claims of divinity. Anything about walking on water, turning water into wine, or raising motherfuckers from the dead, or being raised from the dead himself, like there, and others, you know, motherfuckers touching his robe and getting healed of their afflictions and whatnot, you know, spitting into dirt and his eyes and curing them of their blindness. Like, get the fuck out of here. I don't even know anyone would even believe that to begin with. Like, that just sounds stupid. Like, you just believe any old shit if you believe the Bible's magical fucking assertions. Like, get the fuck out of here. That shit's just so ridiculous. Because if it were said in any other book but the Bible, you would think the same thing. You'd be like, what the fuck? This shit is ridiculous. I'm not texting or reading. Well, I had to read to like respond to that, but I'm not. I'm just looking at the road straight up. I'm not even looking at my phone. I'm just holding my phone up. You know what I mean? But it's at eye level, so I never like take my eye off the road, you know. But yes, I advocate for good behavior, I guess, on the road. A politician? I can't say one way or the other. All I can say is that the books that I've read on the historicity of Jesus thus far have not mentioned anything about him being a politician. It said, if anything, he never left Galilee. It was like, except for when he left to go to Jerusalem the night before he was crucified. Like, and same thing as his apostles. Or they said his apostles were also poor, illiterate, Palestinians who never left Palestine, you know, most likely. At least that's what the records show. That's what most historians agree to. Yeshua. Jesus was a common name at the time. That was also something I learned. It's like saying, oh, do you believe John existed back in 2010? It's like, yeah, but that name's not spectacular. Like, there were a lot of people named John in 2010. You know what I mean? Just like at the time of Jesus, there were a lot of people named Jesus. So it was like, you had to specify which Jesus you talking about. Like, you know, David's son or whatever the fuck. They're like, oh, that Jesus. Like the carpenter Jesus. Like, oh, okay, that one. You know. What's good, unknown? Shit, I just left work. Why? I was gonna say, why is it so fucking foggy on my windshield? I forgot I was smoking in here. The smoke's still in here. So it's all fogged up in the windshield and shit. Look how pretty a day it is. Like, it's a little chilly out, but it's all right. It'll probably warm up later. There are a lot of street preach at the time of Jesus. You're talking about, those are what you would call itinerant rabbis. He was an itinerant rabbi, most likely. I tried to show love to my friend with rides to work, and he disrespected me. Well, fuck that motherfucker. Like, you ain't have to give him a ride. Fuck him. Let him get his own goddamn ride. Nah, I live in Dayton, son. I've been to Cleveland a lot, though. Like, I fuck with Cleveland. Cleveland is shit. When I leave Dayton again, it'll probably go to Cleveland. You know what I mean? Or Detroit. Like, I fucking love Detroit. Like, the media will have you thinking Detroit's just a fucking violent shithole. It's like, no, the fuck it's not. I've been a couple of times and stayed in some of the nicest hotels in their downtown area. Like, Detroit is fucking dope. Like, I mean, it's shitting on Cleveland, you know what I'm saying? But that's not hard to do, I suppose. Even though Cleveland is pretty nice. You know, Detroit is that shit. I love going to Detroit. I've already been twice in the last year. And I plan to go again. Chicago was nice too. I've been to Chicago in the last year, and that was also nice. Because I hadn't been to Chicago in years. He was raised in Columbus. That's what's up. I've been to Columbus quite a few times too. I like Columbus. I don't like Columbus as much as like Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even sure that I like it more than Cincinnati. Like Cincinnati's pretty. I mean, Cincinnati kind of dirty looking, like as a city, but it's kind of dope because it's like right across the river from Kentucky. You know what I mean? Kind of nice. I mean, it's all right. Like Cincinnati's all right. It just seems like Cincinnati seemed like a nicer Dayton. You know what I'm saying? But Dayton ain't. Like, I fucking hate Dayton, dog. Like, I hate this city. It's so nothing going on here. Just fucking nothing. Like, shout out to you, Dad. I'll let my friend walk to work. Yeah, that's what you should do. What you mean? What do you mean you can't afford Chicago? What you mean? Like, I mean, I just meant that Chicago was nice and that I liked it there and that I hadn't been there in years and that I'd like to go back. But if given a choice between like Detroit and Chicago, I'll probably pick Detroit. Like Detroit is nice. I haven't been all over Detroit, but I mean, where I was at, like shit, it was all right. Like it was really nice. It's like a New York City, but just in the but just like in Ohio though, you know, or in Michigan. So like, but yeah, I was just really surprised by that because Dayton's nightlife is practically non-existent. Like you go downtown Dayton on a Friday night, you'll see nothing going on. The only thing going on a Friday night downtown Dayton are like the gay clubs. And if you don't go to gay clubs, then I guess you ain't got nothing going on. Like you have to like find a spot throughout the city where something's going on. Like, but typically like Friday, Saturday nights in Dayton, Ohio, man, ain't shit going on. Not a fucking thing. Like, so if you really want to find some shit to get into, you got to go to Cincinnati or some shit, or Cleveland or Columbus. You know what I mean? They got shit popping out there. Like the flats in Cleveland is jumping, son. I'm not really into that life, but I like that it's a populated area. People like take advantage of the nightlife. They on the water and shit. Oh, I'm glad you like the drive. I'm just, you know. No, I've never been to Texas. I got an uncle that live in, where he live at? It start with an A. Like I won't say Arlington, but I'm not 100% that that's the name of the city. I just know he stay in Texas. Oh, is that right? I wouldn't know about how cheap it is in Chicago. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't even remember what I was doing when I was there. I remember going to like some museums or something, getting some pretty good food. And I definitely bought weed, you know. Well, that might have been Detroit. I've been getting my cities mixed up. Because I know I bought a lot of weed in Detroit. Like, holy shit. You know. Austin, there it is. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I got an uncle that stay in Austin. I think it's Austin. I'm not really sure where my uncle stays. I know he stays in Texas. Oh, okay. Rent's like $1,200 here for 2-bedroom apartment. Damn. $1,200 for a 2-bedroom. That's insane. Damn. So it's a 1-bedroom $600? I mean, that's not too bad. Like, that's almost like Ohio prices. I do want to go to Austin for real. Like, I want to go to Texas. Because I heard that, like, Austin is a very, like, progressive, liberal sort of city. You know what I mean? At least that's what I heard. Like, I heard that it's like, Austin is like a progressive city surrounded by Texas. You know what I'm saying? On veganism, I mean, I ain't with it, but it's probably the most moral position that one can take as far as food is concerned. Like, veganism is probably the most moral position. Now, so I'm probably not the most moral person because I love me a good steak and a good burger. All right, I'm home. So I'm gonna get the fuck off of here and holler back. Maybe make some content or something. Excuse me. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Thank you for watching.